we all have listened about solar energy and mechanical engineering in NTU, but how does it really work or affect our lives? Today, our dear friend Kevin and I, we both are gonna make the science behind it edible for everybody. Así que toma pulque y come nopal, que el Pulque Podcast va a comenzar. It's my pleasure to welcome to this space to Kevin.
Thanks,
Kevin,
thanks for having me here.
welcome.
Thank you.
Kevin, how would you describe yourself?
Woo. Well, I'm Kevin. I'm from Burkina Faso, and then I've been in Taiwan for about 7 years now.
7 years.
7 years. I did my bachelor's in NTU, and then now I'm finishing my master's.
Well, when do you finish? When do you graduate?
Hopefully by July.
By July.
Yeah.
You will do it.
By
You
July,
will do
I
it.
hope so.
And what is okay, let's go back a little bit. Did you take the Chinese year
I did.
of preparation?
I did.
Yeah.
When I first came, I was in Futa for industry.
Yeah.
I was there for a year, literally, just learning Chinese before I come to NTU.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you applied for NTU.
And then I applied for NTU, and then I got it. I did my bachelor's, 4 years of bachelor's,
Yeah.
and then our master's.
Which departments did you apply?
Mechanical.
Mechanical only.
Yeah, on mechanical only.
It was mechanical or
only.
nothing?
Yeah. Well, actually, I chose mechanical because I really didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I was
But-
gonna ask you, what
yeah,
were your reasons?
But I knew I wanted to do something related to engineering, but you know,
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what. And after checking everything, I realized, you know, in mechanical, there's just so many things that you can do. Like from mechanical, you can go to chemical, you can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to electrical, you can go to computer science and everything. You can go to energy. That's what I'm doing right now. So that's really what I chose because it was just a vast domain. I'm like, all right, let me
Yeah,
go
yeah.
there. And then from there, I'm gonna see where I can go.
When did your interest for energy, specifically solar energy, started?
Oh, I think it started in my junior year. of
Junior
bachelor's.
year.
Yes. After I've taken these classes, what class? Thermodynamics
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then fluid dynamics. And then after taking those classes, I actually, those are the classes, those are tough classes, but actually, those are the classes that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I felt like I was really learning something. And then after that, you know, I did my own researches, and then I saw how I could use thermodynamics and fluid dynamics like in daily lives. And then I realized it's just related to energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the same time, when I was looking for it, and I started, you know, searching about the energy crisis in my country, in the whole
Yeah, I
Africa,
was
in the
gonna-
whole world.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is something that I want to do because I feel like, you know, it's something that you can actually, you can make a change about that, about people's life with you using energy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, excuse me, but I don't know much about Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
So what type of country it is? Like, is there a lot of sun or
It is
Many
first of all,
rivers.
it's in West Africa. It's a landlocked country, and then we do have a lot of sun.
landlocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
landlocked, yeah. And then we do have a lot of sun. So
Yeah.
you know, solar energy is the future is
Everywhere.
bright
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
The future is
Yeah.
bright over there. And again, you know, as a third world country, you know, there's a lot of things that we need to improve.
Yeah.
And I believe for the development of any country, you know, energy got to be part of it.
And you need engineers.
And you need engineers.
Yeah.
See? And then, I mean, if you don't have electricity, you literally cannot do anything.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
you cannot have
Yeah.
factories. You cannot
Yeah.
have, you know, like the basic stuff
Yeah.
for a country's development. So that's what I'm saying. Energy is right on point.
Yeah. Where in Burkina Faso you from?
I'm from the capital city
Capital
named
city.
Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. Are there any other people from Burkina Faso here in Taiwan or in NTU?
Yes. There's one in NTU that you
Yeah.
might have met, Achille.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. And then he's studying civil engineering.
Yeah.
And in Taiwan, we have couple of, some are still students and some started working already.
Everybody met here in Taiwan, or you guys met since Burkina Faso?
We mostly met here in Taiwan. We mostly
Here?
met here. Yeah. We mostly met here in Taiwan.
Okay.
Or just say we can say we met in my country just, you know, a couple of days before we leave to Taiwan. So
the capital city,
Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou.
Yeah.
Ouagadougou. Is it the size of Taipei, or How is this
I
comparison?
say it's bigger than Taipei.
Bigger than Taipei?
Yeah. My country is quite big. Well, it is a small country, but compared to Taiwan, it is quite big.
Yeah.
So the capital city probably bigger.
It's a
than
little
Taipei.
bit more territory, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think like in Mexico, we don't really develop like in Taipei. So,
It's all building stuff. We don't do that too. I mean, we have the land, so
we have
we
land.
just spread and everything.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
true.
It's the same.
So it is quite big.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
quite big.
And may I ask you,
Yeah.
once you graduated from mechanical engineering,
Mm-hmm.
after taking classes like you said, fluid dynamics
Mm-hmm.
with I don't know, there's a very famous professor in mechanical engineering
Oh,
for
yeah?
fluid mechanics.
Which one? Which guy?
Uh,
Is he tall? Is it the tall guy?
okay, I don't remember which professor, but everybody talks about him.
Uh-huh.
And I was gonna ask you like, which professors?
Uh-huh.
That's why the question.
Uh-huh.
Were the ones who made you go to the energy part, or which professor did you choose to do the research? Because for masters you need to choose a professor, right?
I need to choose a professor.
Yeah.
But actually, the one that I have, the professor that I choose for my masters, I actually never met him in my bachelors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never met him in my bachelors. I
Yeah.
found him on the internet.
Dr. Huang Xingfu.
No, not him.
You didn't do class with Huang Xingfu. Okay. I should remind me. I'm sorry for
It's all right.
interrupting.
I-
So you didn't meet them in your bachelor's?
I didn't. You know what I did actually, because I knew, because we actually don't have a energy
Energy
group.
department.
Yeah, we
energy
don't have an energy
yeah.
group in NTU or,
Yeah.
or in my department. But what we do have a thermoscience group in my
Okay.
department. So, but it's all the same thing. It's just related to energy. And then from there, I started looking up, because, on the website you have numbers, well, not the number, you can find, the list of the professors that are in this group.
Yeah.
And then that's what I started doing. From my fourth year, I started, just meeting the professors and then going to the labs to see what they do.
Yeah.
And then I ended up finding this guy that I really liked. And then, well, not that.
I get you. I like his research.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
his research.
Yeah,
So I started sending him emails.
Yeah.
And then, some professors in NTU, they're kind of, I guess, busy. And then the guy didn't reply. And I was like, all right. So I went to his lab, and then I was asking, those students that were
Yeah.
there already. And then they told me the professors don't really reply to emails, so
Yeah.
you should meet him face to face. And I'm like, okay, where do I find him? And then they kind of gave me.
Oh, you gotta schedule an
Yes,
appointment.
yes. They literally told me he's gonna be here this day, and then just come. And I was like, all right. So one day I just went there, stood up in front of his office, and
Yeah.
then he came and I talked to him, and then he was like, sure, you can join my
Did
lab.
he say something like, "Oh, I received your email"?
He didn't.
No, he didn't. He didn't even
He
notice.
didn't. We didn't even talk about that.
Okay.
We didn't even talk about
That's
it.
good that you didn't touch it.
See?
And then he accepted you. Is it a process of accepting the people? Like, do they make you an exam or something like that?
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't. I guess if the professor likes your face,
Yeah.
there's just a thing that you have to sign up and
Yeah.
That's it. And then the funny thing with me actually is, I chose that professor. His name is Professor Chen.
Chen.
Yeah. And then after that, I went take another class with another professor, that is Professor Huang. And the thing is, Professor Huang is Professor Chen. Professor.
Okay.
Yes.
Huang, Chen, Kevin.
Exactly.
Okay.
So right now I'm working with Professor Huang, because
Oh, you changed.
Yeah. Not really changed, but because they both know each other, and then
Yeah.
and then I was going to do the same, the same work with both of them, and then they were like, okay, just join the Professor Huang, because he already started this, what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was
I
this
just joined it.
until your master's, or you started?
No, I started this when on my master's first year.
Oh,
First year
okay.
master's.
How about in your undergrad?
Mm.
Let's say in your third year or your senior year, did you join any lab or something like that?
I did. I actually
did?
joined Yeah, a lot of labs. I was just going to
Hopping, right?
just hopping around, seeing what they do, to have a clear idea.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with masters, you gotta make sure you choose the right.
Yeah. The right
First being
one.
the right professor, and then after that you can choose the right topic.
Yeah.
Because some people, they have a topic in mind. That's something that I want to do, but they just choose the wrong professor. And then when you get there, the professor is like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and I want you to do this. You cannot do something else.
Yeah, that's very important.
That when it becomes like this, it's a bit tough. Man.
Yeah, and Kevin, tell me a little bit more about this thermoelectric research that you are doing. What are you focused on?
Well, right now I'm having a system that is called PVT. PVT, and then it's just when we use traditional solar panels, just a solar panel over there. It is what when the sun's heated, you have electricity.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it's really hot, the solar panels heats up, and when that heats up, the efficiency decreases.
Yeah.
So that is a problem right now. And then what we're trying to do, we're trying to cool it using water cooling. So let's say this is our solar panel, and then we had something at the back, just tubes, and then we can make water go through it. And then when the water goes through it, it's going to collect the heat from the solar panel. Heat transfer. We're gonna have a heat transfer, and then the water is going to collect the heat. And then after that, we're going to have a cooler water panel, so meaning that we have a better efficiency, electrical efficiency. And we also have hot water, so that you could use for, I don't know, showers.
Things like that.
Or, household uses.
Or even if you heat it, I mean, it could turn into vapor, right?
Oh, it's not that hot. It's not that hot. No,
I wanted to ask that.
It's not that hot. At max, the water is going to get to 50 degrees.
50 degrees.
At max, at max.
Degrees Celsius.
Yeah. At max, it's going to get to 50 degrees.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because you could even, if it hits around 100, let's say, you could, let's say, you could use it for drinkable water, right?
You could
bring it to a distillation.
You could. If it gets to 100, you could. But it's not. At max, it's going to get to 50.
Yeah.
At max, it's going to get to 50. But at the same time, if it gets to 100, I mean, things are going to melt down.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So
some other parts of the solar panel.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you about this solar panel. So you just mentioned, let's say the sun is here, okay? So the solar panel is here, the water flows here, and wouldn't it decreases the efficiency if you need to have a pump pumping the water, or how do you make that water flow?
We do have a pump.
Yeah.
But we're using the pumps that we do, because we don't use that much. We don't need that much force for the water to flow. Yeah, to flow. So the pump is going to be all right. Like right now, I'm using a tiny pump, really tiny.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
In terms of electricity, you get more electricity than the one that you are investing.
Than the one that you use. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And then eventually, it might get. I mean, if it is well designed, people are gonna start using it a lot.
May I ask why using water and not some other coolants, such as like cars? I mean, they use other type of coolants instead of water.
Yeah, actually, coolants would do, but the thing is, they're expensive.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do, we're trying to have a product that is cheap, and then something that we can also use. So that's what we call something. You got to be sustainable.
Yeah.
So we use the water. I mean, even after the cooling, you still have the water that you can use.
Yeah.
But the refrigerant, you still have to change it. Eventually, you will have to change it, and it's expensive. But the water is going to be, it's cheaper, and then it's going to make things easier.
Are you planning to bring this technology to Burkina Faso? How do those paths connect?
Right now, I do have it in mind.
Yeah.
Actually, I choose a topic because it's something that I see myself doing back in my country. Because whatever I do right now, I had a professor. I had some other professors that I've checked, and then they were doing something related to what, geothermal and stuff.
Okay.
It is nice. It is nice, but I don't see myself doing it in my country.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I wanted to work on something that I knew at least that I could use in my country. You know. What
Yeah,
I
I mean, if they want to have like wave power from the sea,
mean? Exactly.
and you just mentioned this.
Exactly. It's not,
landlocked
exactly.
country,
It's not gonna
it's
work in
impossible.
my country.
Yeah,
So
but that's very intelligent.
that's why, because whatever I do, I'm like, okay, can I do that in my country? If yes, I'm gonna learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because eventually I see myself getting back to my country, and then trying to do what I can for the country.
Is that part of the project that you have that is called GreenFaso? Or
It's
what
not.
is GreenFaso?
It's not. Well, GreenFaso is that there's an interesting story about that. Actually, we started
Because I see that you started in 2016
2016.
and you started your bachelor's in 2015.
Yeah.
So
Actually, started my bachelor in 2016 too, but I came in Taiwan in 2015.
oh,
Yeah.
so you started together with this project.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But the idea came from, because GreenFaso is actually about waste management.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but Taiwan, what they do about waste management is
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
And
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they take care of things, and actually one day I was just with my friends, and then we were talking, and we talked about that, and then we were like, okay, this is an idea. Why
Yeah.
don't we just do something about it? And then at first was just in the air. We were just talking, and then I have another friend, because it's a group of guys, all right, a group of people in this group, and then I have a friend that used to study in Tamkan University.
Tamkan University, yeah.
in Tangier. And then
For the big business.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He studied what, international relations, something.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he had a competition. Well, he saw a competition. A notice about a competition organized by the United Nations. United Nations, where you could, if you have projects that you think are important or that are that could change,
Part of impact.
exactly, that could
Yeah.
impact people's life. Just share it, and you might have some foundings and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he talked to us about it, and then we were like, hey, why don't we do something like what we were talking about, the waste management stuff?
And you guys participated in
We did.
this. Okay.
We did, and he represented us at the competition. And then we actually, it was recognized.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and when we got some
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We got some foundings, and then we started from there.
So you got funding, and is it like do you have some installations?
Well,
back in
no,
Burkina
not
Faso,
actually. We
or-
don't. What the funds those are not really huge, but
Okay,
it
okay.
helped us do researches, and then because we have people working with us too,
Yeah, yeah.
when they mentor you and stuff. So from there we started, having some activities, because right now we mostly trying to, because as students, there's not much we can do, but we started having some activities. Like some camps where we go, even here in Taiwan, some
Yeah.
camps when we go to schools, and then we talk to students about in the environment.
That's very good. In
Yeah,
Chinese,
exactly.
did you do it in Chinese?
In Chinese, we do that in Chinese.
Great, that's great, man.
In Chinese and English too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and then to talk about it, to share the experience, and then to see, because mostly what we're trying to do right now is to help people realize that the environment is important, man.
Yeah.
To make them realize that there is something that we have to do about it. We do it here in Taiwan, but we also do it too back home.
Yeah.
Because I also have friends that they were here, but now they're back home too. But we still work together. So they're trying to work with the young people over there too.
Yeah.
And have some activities.
Yeah, because education is the base of everything,
It
right?
is the
And
base
if
of
you,
everything.
since the beginning, you start
Yeah.
telling them like,
Yeah.
look, you need to take care of this,
Exactly.
right?
I think it's really start with education.
Yeah.
In any case, it really starts with education. So we
It's
right
the
there now.
beginning, but it's not the complete solution, right?
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
the beginning, but not the complete solution.
So, just trying to make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
So, this GreenFaso, it's mainly about the management of the
Yeah.
residuals,
Yeah. Waste management.
waste management, and you are many people. How many are them?
Oh, in the group?
Yeah.
Well, in the main group, we are about, let me see, 7?
7?
7 to 8, yeah.
And
7
then
to 8.
the rest, the added ones, let's say?
The what?
The other people.
Well,
Because you said the main.
Well, I mean, when I say the main, those that, that started the group.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say.
The co-founders.
The co-founders, exactly.
Okay.
And then, but, at the back, we do have people with whom we work, like just to help us, we in the activities. And then those are a lot, man.
Yeah.
And then the students too, we have a lot. In the school we've been around, it's I remember last time we had an activity was in December.
Yeah.
And then we were in a school in Linko, and then we had about 30 plus students. About 30 plus students.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
How old are them?
They were high schoolers, actually. Yes,
that's good.
High schoolers. And then what we did at first was, just present the group, like GreenFaso's, and then ask them to, have some activities, about what is the environment, what is sustainable energy, all this. And then after that, we went outside play basketball.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Who won?
Just to have fun.
Who won?
All right, they won. I give it to them.
Okay, that's good. So that was in Taiwan.
That was in Taiwan.
How about in Burkina Faso? How
Taiwan.
many people?
I don't know about the numbers. In Burkina Faso, I don't know.
Oh,
about the
okay.
numbers. I don't know about the numbers. But they also had an activity there.
Yeah.
They also had an activity, just to talk to people
About waste management.
About waste management.
Oh, that's good. And going a little bit back, because we left the topic. Going back a little bit to your research here.
Okay.
So, are you doing a thesis?
I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
And the topic is this thermo hydroelectrical panels.
Solar panel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the topic.
And how's it going?
I mean, I started writing, so it's not bad. And then, but the thing with Taipei is, it's been raining lately, and then I gotta use solar energy, right?
Yeah.
So, and I have to use the sun, and there is no sun right now. But likely today, because I gotta have some data to collect. I have data to collect, and when there is no sun, I just don't have any data.
Or not enough data.
Or not enough data. So right now, it's mostly about data collection, and then after that should be all right.
And where are these panels? Are them at the top of your building?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
On the rooftop of my building.
On the rooftop?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta take you there some days.
Okay, sure. I will. Very happily. And Kevin, you just mentioned that you played basketball with high schoolers.
Yeah.
When did you got involved in basketball, they say?
Oh, I think it's...
Because our audience can see that you are huge. So...
I think I started really playing basketball when I was in my second year, Bachelors second year.
Yeah.
Before that, I used to play, but just for fun. It was, and then was not, like a full court baskball with the coach and everything. And then, life in NTU, man. Eventually, at first was I'm gonna say was tough.
You know what?
Was tough.
Have you seen our first message?
Which one?
The first message I sent you. It's a homework.
I remember. So see, that's life in NTU, man.
Yeah, you gotta work.
You gotta work really hard, and then you just have this, there's the pressure right here.
Yeah.
And then actually at first, and then when I came first, I was the only guy from my country.
Really?
Here in NTU. Yes.
So you and Achi are from different.
Yeah. I came a year before him.
Oh, okay.
I came a year before him.
Okay.
So when I came, I was the only guy, and then there's just a lot of things that you don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, the language.
What would you like to recommend to the other people from Burkina Faso who are coming, if they are coming?
But I think was tough,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it.
Of course,
Was tough,
like
but I
every
enjoyed
change,
it.
like
Yeah. And I guess it's going to be the same everywhere. So
Yeah.
just come and then just be ready to work for it. Just be ready to work for it. If I have something that we tell them is just that, just come and then be ready to work for it.
Yeah.
And then it's eventually going to work.
You were saying about the language.
Yeah,
Your
because
mother
when,
tongue
look,
is-
when we first came, literally I didn't even know how to say calculus in Chinese.
Wait, even.
I didn't know.
Ayo.
I did the first class.
Yeah, nobody knew,
I
nobody
came
knew.
to class and then the professor was like, "Wei jifen." I'm like, "What is wei jifen?"
And they started wei fen, ji fen.
Exactly.
I don't know. So you're like,
X ping
yes,
pong.
calm down. Oh,
And I didn't know because the Chinese that we learn at the language center is mostly about like communication.
Yeah.
Like, I want to eat this. I don't want that. Blah 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 blah.
do you want to go to the cinema?
Exactly.
I don't like this food.
Just that. And
Yeah.
then, but when you get to school and then when they start using those technical words, that's how you realize, ooh,
Yeah.
there's a long way to go.
Yeah, and at
And
the
then-
beginning, the freshman year is very tough.
It's pretty
because
tough.
you start, as you said, you start listening to all these new
Exactly. All these new
things
words.
like 普话,
Exactly.
普通话学, that it would be general chemistry,
Yes.
right? You never learn about general chemistry.
Literally. And then sometimes it's just, sometimes it's not even that you don't know, but you just didn't hear what the professor said. You couldn't understand what he said. And
Or
then,
he said it in a different accent,
exactly.
different from your
and then
professor.
you're just gonna go,
Yeah.
do something else. But so yeah, I started there, and then I was just I think I was looking for a way to escape the pressure, to escape because
That's hard.
it's
It's
tough.
normal.
Exactly.
It's normal.
And
We
then
all
I don't
know.
want to be always be thinking about school and
Exams.
everything. So I was like, hey, you gotta be smart, man. Why not play
It
basketball?
was a good connection with yourself again, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And actually,
things you like.
I started playing and I enjoyed it because with the school team, there's just the challenge is right there, and then the tough. It's tough too. The practice and everything. And I was at least there's something that I could focus on class and also focus on on basketball too to help myself escape.
To focus on something you like and focus on something you need.
You need. I was gonna say you don't like it.
Oh, okay.
You need.
Okay, yeah.
You need.
You might need it and like it or not like it.
Yeah.
You need it.
You
Right?
still need it.
So it's okay. It's
You
okay.
do.
Yeah.
You still need it. So yeah, that's how I started.
And Kevin, what made you study bachelor's and go straight to the master's degree?
Why did I go straight? To be
Yeah, yeah.
honest, it's because after my bachelor's, I felt like I didn't really learn anything.
Learn a lot. Yeah.
I felt like I just, if you ask me what did I do for the last past years, I was gonna say I was just struggling to pass classes.
Yeah.
That was my main goal. I was not really studying, as an engineer to develop, some skills or whatever. I was just making my best, to take the right class, understand what I could understand. and
It's gonna
pass it.
listen a little bit hard, but sometimes you gotta focus on learning or on passing
Yeah,
your courses.
that's true.
Because
that's
it's completely different.
It is different.
The content is in Chinese.
It is different.
You want to learn Chinese, but you want to don't learn it because you
Yeah.
want to pass the class.
Yeah.
You want to learn the content, but you don't know where to begin sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was my mentality, and I was like, hey, you didn't. I was talking to
Let's say-
myself. I was
yeah.
like, I didn't really learn much in the bachelor's, and then I think if I go work right now, I don't think I have any value.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, why not just go, for let's say two more years, 2 more years for the masters, and then we see. And it's way better. And the masters is way better.
Really?
It is way better because you actually get to do things by yourself.
Yeah.
So you actually learn a lot.
I think many people they learn by doing things by
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
And-
I'm just like this.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to do it by myself to understand it.
And it's very different to learn for an exam
It is.
than to learn for life.
It is different.
Yeah,
It is
right.
very different.
Completely different.
It is very different. For the exam, you just a week before the exam, and then you just don't sleep, and then keep on learning.
You pass it.
You pass it, and then you forget everything.
One go.
Everything goes away. Everything goes away. But what I learned from my master's, it's
Incredible.
It's incredible. I just learned a lot. In those 2 years, I learned a lot.
What is coming for you? As a conclusion, let us know what's coming for Kevin after July, once you're graduated.
After July. I think I'm going to stick around in Taiwan.
Yeah.
I'm going to work a bit before I go back home. Because I still believe I need, some experience, working experience before I get back home. So I'm going to learn what I can learn again for a couple of years, and then
keep on learning, yeah?
Yeah, keep on learning before I go back home.
Keep on playing basketball?
It is part of my life now.
That's good, that's good. Yeah.
It is part of my life.
You're pretty famous.
You said it, I didn't know.
You do it.
I didn't know.
You were in the newspaper.
I didn't know. Yeah. I really didn't know.
But it's very interesting, this that you are sharing with everybody. So, Kevin, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for
having
accepting.
me here. It was a pleasure. I hope I can be back.
You will be.
All right.
Well, once I can present you as Master Kevin.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
See you next time, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. Like the video in case you liked it, and leave a comment below for further improvement of our content. As well, if you like topics such as new technologies, research done in universities, or even wonderful stories of incredible people, subscribe to our channel. This is how you find us in social media. I want to give a special thanks to all my sponsors and team members. Y recuerda, toma pulque y come nopal, que la próxima semana